in the last class we have seen the parameters. So I have shown you 4 examples of the parameters. So one is the top end ranking, dynamic ranking, so which I showed you. So and then we have seen this. So controlling using this, so you can control it. So you want to display 25 or 10 or 15, you can control that, and you can use the sales forecast. So the sales forecast, so suppose if I increase by so and so value, what would be my forecast sales? And one way you can project that in the trend, and another way you wanted to display, sometimes they will ask for the variance. What is the variance? So you can project that using your text tables or the cross tables. So creating a calculated field for this variance, sales forecast minus of sales, you will get that. And the third one, suppose if I wanted to sort based on my sales, how my display display. If I sort based on my profit, how my display looks. Based on my unit sold, how my display looks. So you are sorting descending based on your measures selected. You can do that. And the other one is you can have, suppose I have placed 2-3 dimensions, and with the dimension values I wanted to display. Suppose I have region and segment is placed for the sales. So in the region I have 4 values, like region I have 4 values, like central, east, west and south. There is no north. And when I go to the segment, I have consumer, corporate and home office. Home office. So now either way I can give. So either I wanted to go only with the central approach, so I select here. So I can select central. So it display region central for all the segments. Or I go for north. So there is no north region here. So it will not display anything. Hide. So or I want to go for the segment wise. So I go here. Segment. So I enter. So nothing is there. So then I go for consumer. I enter. So the consumer wise for all the regions. Suppose if you want to add a little more, so you can add the category. So I wanted to distinguish something. So category wise. This consumer, what are all the categories values? I will be displayed. Fine. So now if this is a corporate, so I enter corporate and enter. So it displays corporate. If it is a home office, so I enter home office. Right? So if I go for east, so I enter east. So it will display east. So all the segment, all the categories, it displays a value. So if you want this way your reports to be designed, you can do that. So now the next one, we will how we integrate multiple parameters in one report. Multiple parameters in one report. So that I will show you today. So I take this Excel and I go for this. Create the disorders. I go here. So first, so I create a top end, the same filter. So I go here, create a parameter. So top end, I create. So the top end is your integer, right? And I give this range. So the range, let me give this as, so suppose 3 to 100. So 3 to 100 and step size is 1. So I have given this. So this one I keep it here. So show parameter control. Fine. So this one I go with the edit. Type it. So I give this. Top end filters. So this one to integrate, what you have to do, as I told you, so this customer name, suppose if I have, and this customer's name, I have a sales. So then what I will do, so this customer name, I will put it in the filter. So in this filter, go to this top and by field, this top, I take this top end, the sum of sales. Okay. So it goes based on it. 3 or 10 you will display. Fine. So this is some design. Fine. So this one parameter is there. Now the next parameter. So what I do? So in this, what I will do? I will go for a measures. So measure changing. So what I will do? So now I am showing sales. So now I want to show the profit. Now I want to show the unit sold. So how it displays. So for this what I do? I create another parameter measures shown. So this one basically this is a string, you know that, and the list. Here I go. First measure I want to show the sales, and second measure I want to show profit, and third measure I wanted to show unit sold. So this is a quantity, right? Three measures I want to show this. Right. So this one I take this and show parameter. So if you want to show sales, this sales will be displayed. So for this we need to create a calculated field. So measures showing. So I will give this. So here what I do. So case. So when I go to this measure shown, right? When what is the value? It says. When what is the value? Profit. So when what is the value? Unit sold. So when no only this was when. So when sales then right then sales. When profit then profit. When unit sold then quantity. So because you should not think why I am taking always this name and this name should be same. That's why I use this as a difference. So calculation is value. Apply. Okay. So now instead of this, I take this. I take this. Now sales is selected. So profit is selected. Profit. Now unit sold. So here also automatically the filter, you can see this, it should be changed to measure shown. Right? And then you see here this is based on the unit sold. Now this is descending. Now it should be descending. So now probably I can go edit filter and top and by the top, okay, and this is top here. So now this should be sorted. What is that? This should be sorted. So based on the measure. So now what do we do? So again, so two measures are happened. So two parameters. You see now 10 means 10, 15 means 15. So now unit sold I go only sales. So this is the sales wise. Sales wise, and when I go to this profit, this is a profit wise. Right? Profit wise it displays. And when I go here, it shows because this is sorting based on the sales. So because this is sorting based on my sales. So this I change this to measure showing. Then what will happen? So it is if the unit sold is there, unit sold wise it's sorted. If it is a sales wise, it is sorting by sales wise. If it is a profit, it is sorting by profit wise. So here also I have this measure showing. Okay, fine. So the third parameter which I was telling you about the sort by sales and profit. So now it is working here. Fine. So now the next one is, so I want to show the percentage change. So whatever the percentage you are doing, so that should impact on your measure. So what I will do, I'll go here, create a parameter. So and I say that percentage change. Right, this is a float and all I give. So this one, I give this control here, percentage change. So it is a 1%, 10%, so it will change. It will change. So how to do that? So this one, I go for a calculated field again. So in this calculated field, I say this as a projected value, and I say this measure shown into 1 plus, right? 1 plus, so what is this? So whatever the percentage, so the percentage change divided by 100. So I will keep it this. So this one, this is not the one. I think it is the one. Yes, I see this. So what it is saying, cannot multiply string and float values. So this one, it is not this. This is measure showing into right. This is value. Fine. So now this projected value, I keep it here. Right? So now this is 0, both are same. If it is 5, then this increases by 5%. This is not only for profit. If I go to the sales, this is based on the sale. Yeah, based on the sale. So now 5% of this will become this. Suppose if it is a 0%, both are same. If it is a 5%, then it increases by 5%. If it is minus 5, it is decreasing by 5. If it is a minus 10, then this is decreasing by 10. So I want to show this for a profit, I can show this. I want to show only 10, you can show. So this is how you can integrate multiple parameters in one sheet. So now this I don't want to show like this. So let me show this in the trend. You can do that. So you can take a trend for this. Suppose I am doing this as a trend and I go here, I take this dual axis, it merges and yeah, so it merged and then you can go here and do this synchronized axis. So now you see here, suppose if I wanted to show this, it will be shown like this. So the customer wise, suppose this customer, so this axis rotate. Now, so it rotates. Now you see here, this label it is not showing because I cannot expand this, it will not show in. So now you can rotate your label. So like this. Now you see this Tamarachan. So if there is a for the profit, is our profit is so 8981, but if it decrease by 10%, it is 8083. If it is 0, then it is same. So both are same. If it is 5%, then you see this the orange goes above the projected value. Right? If it is 10%, so this will be this. Alright? So this is how we can display. So now how many we have? 1, 2, 3 we have. Any doubts? Got it? So this is
Shashi, I think you went a little bit too fast. Can you just go over this again? How we did the measure showing and the percentage change, please?
okay, sure. So let me
Thanks.
delete this and I will delete everything.
Thanks.
Yeah, okay. Where the most important thing is the parameter, you should be very clear with the concepts. Otherwise, you will be, so I think top end there will not be problem, right? So this one, so will not be a problem. So just, right. So now, even top end also I will delete this. So the parameter is gone. So now, so we have seen so far different types of parameters. So one I use the top end. So the top end normally the set is there. So that we are giving top end, top 25, top 10, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40. But dynamically I want to change. So I want to give the control. So I can achieve it through parameters. And the sales forecast. So sales forecast. So if I increase the sales value by this percentage, what will be my sales forecast? So that case, I can take it out and do that. That also I can achieve it through parameter. Now the measures shown. If I select sale, it has to display sale. If I select profit, it has to display profit. If I select unit sold, it has to display the quantity. So like this, it has to change. And the next one is, so now suppose I wanted to show, suppose the projected value. So all this put together, I want to create in one chart, multiple parameters in one chart. That is the scenario. So now I take this customer name and I take this sales first. So let me sort this descending. So it is showing all the values. First, let us go for the top n. Go here, create parameter. So I name this as top n. So the top n will be 10, 15, 20, 30, 45. So it is always your integer. Select this. So let me give a restricted range. So you can see from 3 to 100. 3 to 100 and maximum step size. Less than 3 it doesn't make sense. Top 2 or top 1 it doesn't make sense. So more than 100 also I don't have time to see all these things. Fine. So I create this. So now what happened? I go here, right click on this, show parameter control. So this one I change this to type in. So 3 or 5 you can enter here, it has to interact. It should reflect in this chart. So for this, let me get this customer name, and in this top 5 field, instead of this top 10, I use top n. So apply. So it shows 5. So now for example, if it is 10, it will show 10. So now each customer should show in different colors. No worries, bring the customer to the color. So it will show in different color. No problem. I don't want this legend, so hide card. Fine. So it is showing in different color. Fine. So top 10 customer is there. Fine. So now the next one is I wanted to show this percentage change. Before that, I want to change this measures. So here it is sales there. So now I need to give a control to the user. They want to see top 10 customers by sale, top 10 customers by profit, top 10 customers by quantity units sold. So should I create 3 charts like this? So customer name by top 10 and another one. I go here and duplicate this instead of the sales. So let me go with the profit. So do I need this? No. So I will not require this. So then what I should do? So in that scenario, so again another unit sold. So 3 charts you want me to place? No. So I need to have it in one chart. So how to do that? So next parameter you add it here. So that parameter should give an option to the user. He can select sales, it should display sales. He can select profit, it should display profit. He can select quantity, it should select units sold. That is the scenario. So now what I do? So I go create a parameter for this because the control is given to the user. So the measures, right? Measures shown. So what is this measure? This is a string. So select a string. So now you define that list. So what are all you wanted to define? If it is sales, you can give caps also. And this is profit, right? And this is units sold. So these 3 options I am given. Fine. Click OK. So measures is there. I go here, parameter control. So it says sales shown, profit and units sold. If sales selected, it should display as it is now. If I selected profit, it should display profit. Right? For this what I do? I create a calculated field for this. So go here, calculated field. So this I am giving as measure. So already it is shown. So thus I give as a show. So case. So case what? This measure shown, this parameter, and end. Then I give when. So what is the value here? It is profit caps. And when it is sales. Fine. When it is units sold. Fine. So when this are all, then and then it is profit. And then, so just I am jumbling. You see I am not going with the same order. So sales. So then your quantity. You can do this. So apply. So calculation is valid, apply. So now instead of this sum of sales, I place this measure showing. Now this profit is shown. So now sales means sales will be shown, and this unit sold means this is shown. But this needs to be sorted also that way. So go here and sort. So you take this is the default sales. So take this to measures showing and apply. Then what will happen? If the unit sold, it will show the unit sold. What is the value? So then if it is the sales, then it will be sorted based on the sales. What is the value? If it is a profit, it should show based on the profit. Right? So accordingly it displays. Fine? So this is the scenario. Now, the next one. So are you clear with this measures, Syed? So now
Yes, yes, thank you.
the next
Okay.
one, I wanted to increase the percentage change. Yeah. So the next one is the percentage change. So if you increase by 10 percentage, 20 percentage, minus 5 percentage, so what will happen? So I go here, create parameter percentage change. So this will be float, and I will give a range or list. It is not possible. The range, if you wanted, you can give, or else I will give a all. Fine. So then go to this, right click and percentage. So it should. So now 10 percentage means 10. You want that. It should display. So for this what I do, I create a projected value. Projected value. So what this will do, so here I don't have single measure. It is multiple measures. So where is it? It is a measure showing. Take this. Into, so I will have 1 plus and your parameters. Measure, no, percentage plus percentage change divided by 100. If it is 5 percentage, then 1 plus 5 divided by 100, it is 0.05. So 1 plus 1.05. If it is minus 5 percentage, 1 plus point minus of 0.05. So it will be 0.95. Right? So it will display this way, the projected value. So now what I do, this projected value I will bring here. So this projected value I will bring here. So now initially if it is a 0, this will be a 0. When there is no difference. If it is a 10 percentage, so then automatically this will increase by 10 percentage. So now I can change this to sales and I can change this to units sold. It will display as such. Now I want to merge this. So go here and dual access. So it merges. So it becomes some circle. No, I want to show this as a line. So what I do, go here, select this automatic into line. So it will display. Right? It will display. So in one place I wanted to change means you can go all. If both the places I want to change means you can go here, select this line and select this line. So it is up to you. So you change this. Now the thing is that you want to synchronize your access. So go here, synchronize your access and automatically it will show. Right? So now you want to swap, you can swap this. So it is shown like this. So now why it is different color? Because customer name is different color. If you take this out, so the customer name will be always same. If you take this out, the customer name will be always same. So that way it will show. So now this customer, it is two line. Can I make it like this vertical? No worries. Right click on this, rotate label. So it will rotate. So it will show this way. Right? So now this measures showing is a original value and this is your projected value. So if it is 0, both will be same. If it is minus 5, then that will be below projected value. If it is minus 25, so then that will be far below. So this is for the unit zone. Now I change this to sales. Right? So this way. Or I change this to profit. This way. So I can do this. Okay, clear. This is how we can have multiple parameters in one chart. Okay, so this you can practice it. So I'll give an assignment. Instead of this measures, sales, profit, unit sold, you can use multiple dimensions also. The same thing, the measure you fix it, sales or profit. But the dimension you change, customer wise, product wise, and city wise and state wise. There you have this top functionality and create this top 10 customers by sale, top 10 products by sale, top 10 states by state, top 10 cities by state. This you can try it out on your own. Okay. So this is an example of integrity because this is used in lot of places. Your market basket analysis, you can use this. So the parameter, multiple parameters in one sheet is most important because you can complete your analysis in one dashboard. So mostly this retail dashboard or the sales performance, there you can find lot of parameters in one chart. Okay, so this is how we will be designing. So any doubts? So now the next one is table calculation. So in this table calculations, so normally you see this as a pictorial representation. So either it's a bar, line, pie or tree map, whatever. And if you go as a financial statement, as a textual representation, I see my chart as a table. So in that, I can apply some calculations. So what kind of calculations I have? For that, I give you quick table calculations. So what is this table calculations and quick table calculations? The quick table calculations is, so already a formula given to you, established formula given for you. The terms are already derived and the term, the formula is given to you. So what are all they? Running total. So now for example, I take this sales. Now I take this category, for example, this category. I take this same, the same, right? So control and drag this, you will get the second one. Now, when you go to the save, there is add table calculation and quick table calculation. If you go to the quick table calculation, you see there are 11 options available. One is running total, and the next one is difference, and third is percentage difference, and fourth is percent of total, and fifth is rank, and sixth is percentile, and seventh is moving average, and eighth is YTD total, and nine is compound growth rate, CAGR we used to say, and year over year growth and YTD growth. But the last four is grayed out. Why? That I will answer you. So running total, what it will do? I just select and see running total. Oh, the total chart it changed. And also you see one difference. The normal one sum of sales, the right hand side nothing is there. Only if you go drop down is there. Just drop down. But when I apply table calculation or quick table calculation on a measure, you see there is a triangle is shown. So whenever you see a chart already developed by some of the users, if you get a chance to see your dashboard, and if you see there is a triangle in your measure, then you can understand he applied some calculator. He means he applied some table calculations. So immediately go here and edit this and see. So what is the table calculation he applied? It is a running total. Okay. Now coming to the running total. So running total what it does? If you are in the first position, so suppose for example January to December. So you spend January $250. So till January end it is 250. Now when comes to the February you spend around $225. So now monthly if you see January is 250 and February is 225 and March it is again 250, April it is 240 and May it is 250. Now when I am on May, what is my running total? So what you will do? 250 of January plus 225 of February plus 250 of March plus 240 of April plus 250 of May. So it will be 750 plus 990 and 1190 and 1250. So the running total at the end of the May will be 1215. At the end of February, what is your running total? It is 475. At the end of March, what would be your running total? It is 725. At the end of April, because how is it? January plus February plus March. January plus February plus March plus April plus May at the end of the May. So that is what you are running total. So when I am here, this is 167. When I am here, it is 167 plus 107. When I am here, this is 274 plus this 27. When I am here, It is 302 plus 203. So like this I go. When I am here, this all plus 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 plus. Right? This is what you are running total. Now, what is the formula for this? So you can double click on this and you can see this is your formula. So you are running total, running underscore sum of sales is your formula. If you know your formula well, if you know, suppose your formula well. So I don't want quick table calculation. Running total, I know formula. So just go here, double click on this, and you start writing running sum, right? So what is that for? That is sum of sales. And enter. So now you see automatically it comes here. So now this is again a table calculation. So the same value is displayed here. So if you know the formula, you can use it. So all the 11 quick table calculation, please make sure the formulas you should remember. Don't by heart. Remember by practice. I will explain you how to remember. Okay. So this is running underscore sum of sales. And now the next one is difference. When I go here, I take difference because this is a table calculation. So now when I take this and go here, difference. So difference what it is showing something else. What is this? So difference is your current row minus of previous row. See, my February, January, I don't know previous month, so it is 0 because there is no difference. The current row minus of current row if it is in the first row. So $250 I spent. What was the difference? January month it is 0 because I don't have any months to compare. The same month I compare, it is 0. Now come to the second month. In February, I spent 225 minus 250. So it is minus 25. When it comes to the March, it is 250 and February is 225. So 250 minus of 225, it is 25. Right? So that way it goes. So now here, so this is 167 minus of 167, it is 0. This is 107 minus of 167, this is 59. And here 27 minus of 107, it is 18. And this is positive 203 minus of 27, it is 176. And this is negative 114. Suppose I am sorting it, or I sort this way. So everything will be positive except one null. So now you see this one is this minus of this 0 and this minus of this positive, this minus of this positive, this minus of this positive. So the difference will be my current row minus previous row. That's all. So just I compare how I performed than my previous month with the value wise. Right? So what is the formula for this? Sum of sales, my current row, and lookup of sum of sales, comma, minus 1. So what do you mean by that? Sum of sales, my current row, minus lookup of sum of sales, comma, minus 1. So sum of sales is your non-directional function, and lookup of sum of sales, comma, minus 1, it is a directional function because you are go based on your current row minus of 1, your previous row. Minus 2 means it is 2 rows previous, minus 3 means it is 3 rows previous, but here the difference, you are going with your current row minus of previous row. Now you will be surprised, what is the Zn? So whenever you go for a differences, right? So now sometimes my field value may be null. So if it is null, that value should display to me as 0. So then I apply Zn. Zn of sum of says for a particular value, if it is a null, it will show as 0. Minus lookup of Zn sum of sales, comma, minus 1. So they are also the same. So whenever you go for a difference, whenever you go for a divisions, you use your Zn. Right? Now the third one. Third one is your percentage. So the percentage difference. That this is difference. This is percentage difference. The difference I am showing by value. Now I want to show by the percentage. So I show here. So it means My current row minus of previous row divided by previous row. So from my previous row, how much it was differing by value, we were seeing in difference, how much I differ by the percentage. This is percentage difference, right? So 250 minus of 224 divided by 225. 25 divided by 225, it is 11 or 12 percentage will come. So similarly here. So 12486 minus 3024 divided by 3024, it is 312.9 percentage. So again 16476 minus of 12486 divided by 12486. So you should be clear with this. Current row minus of previous row divided by previous row. So my formula, you would have guessed, the numerator will be the same difference. Numerator will be the same difference. But only the denominator, the numerator will come. Sorry, the second value will come. So Zn of sum of sales minus of lookup of Zn sum of sales comma minus 1. Your difference divided by Zn, sorry, lookup of sum of sales, lookup of Zn sum of sales comma minus 1. Now what is this new one more function has come? ABS. ABS is absolute. Though it is a denominator, suppose if you are getting minus values, so then if it is minus 11, minus 10, minus 15, it will change that into plus 10, plus 11, plus 15. If it is a plus value, it will display as a plus value. If it is a minus value, it will display as a minus value. Right? So Zn of sum of sales minus of lookup of Zn sum of sales comma minus 1 divided by ABS lookup of Zn sum of sales comma minus 1. So this is your percentage difference. Okay. Next one is percentage of total. What is this? So my total now, for example, your 2016 is over. You spent $5,000. Petty cash. You spent $5,000. Now January you are going. So in January $400 I spent. So that $400 out of my 5,000, what is the percentage? 8%. Now I go to the February. I spend $350. It is 7%. And I go to the March. I spend 520. So it is 10.4%. So the individual field numbers. So out of my total percentage, that is your percent of total. So now I go here and take this percent of total. So I say this is 0.13, this is 0.54, this is 0.72, and like this it goes. Right? So this 3024 divided by 2297021. So that will give you 0.13. Right? So what is the value? What is the formula of this? Sum of sales divided by total of sum of sales. The total of sum of sales will give you the total sum of the particular chart. So this is the another function. So till here how many functions we learned? So Zn means what? Lookup will do, what ABS will do, what total will do. So 4 functions we are clear now. Right? So now, so this is your percent of total. Now the rank. So suppose I go for the rank. So the rank is nothing but it will display the rank. So now this is sorted, right? So now I don't want to sort. So now for example, I go with this like this, like this. So now it is jumbled. So where is my first? 338. This is first, second, and third is here, and 4, and 5, and 6. So where is 6? It is 6, 7, 8, 9. So if it is descending, it will show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So this way it will display. So what is the function of this rank? So formula rank of sum of sales. Just a rank of sum of sales. That is your rank. Next comes percentile. What do you mean by percentile? The percentile will be, so it will show some percentage. So now let me jumble this, then only you remember. So let us have this. The minimum value is 0 and the maximum value is 100. I can understand that. But what is this? 6.3, 12.5, 8.8, 18, 25, 31.3. What is this? How it is calculating? So normally this is your subcategory. So how many members you have? 17 members I have. So 1 and 17, right? So the 1 will be 0 and 17 will be 100. That I understand. So now what I do, 100 divided by 16. So what is the value? Why 16? Because the 0 I leave it. So 100 divided by 16. So how I will do? So 100 divided by 16, 100 divided by 16. So this will be 6.25. So now my first value, that will be 6.25, and the third one will be 12.5, and fourth one will be 18.75. This is showing single precision. I can change that. How? Go here, format. So go to this pane, and in this numbers I show the percentage with the 2 decimal points. So now you see here it will show what is percentage. Now you see here, it will show. So 6.25, 12.5, 18.75 plus 6.25 is 25, plus 6.25 is 31.25, plus 6.25 is 37.5, plus. So suppose I have 25 members here. How you will do? The first one will be 0, last one will be 0 or 100. Then 100 divided by 24. So I will say 100 divided by 24. So what is the value? So it will be 4.166. So first one will be 0, second one will be 4.17, third one will be 8.34, fourth one will be 1.51. So this way it goes. So you are clear with the percentile. So the percentile is that. What is the formula for this? Rank underscore percentile underscore sum of sales. Rank underscore percentile underscore sum of sales. And the last one, the seventh one, is moving average. We will stop with moving average today. So go here, take this moving average. So it is similar. So now let me clear this. So this format I will change. So to the automatic. So now the moving average. So this is similar to your running total. So what is the difference here? So here you see this. So let me jump again. Right. So 3024 is there. Here 3024 is there. Now it is 12486. It is 775. You are saying running total similarly. How you are? No. It is similar to the running total, but what it does, 1 plus 2, running total will stop there. This will divide by 2 because this is a moving average. Average, right? So 3024 plus 12486 divided by 4, 2 will give you 7755. And this place 3024 plus 12486 plus 16476 divided by 3, it will give you 10662. Now in the fourth question, you may be thinking 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 divided by 4. No, it is not the case. Moving average will go only with your current row and 2 rows before. So here there is no 2 rows before, fine. Here there is only 1 row before, so 12 plus 3 divided by 2. Here there are 2 rows. So now this plus this divided by 3. Now when it comes here, this plus this divided by 3. When it comes here, this plus this divided by 3. Let us take this 46. So 46, so what will happen? So this 46, 674 plus 27,119 plus your 16,476 divided by 3. So this would be your 3089.66. You see here 30096. Right? So the moving average will always go with the current row and 2 rows before divided by 3. If there is no 3 rows, so only 2 rows are there divided by 2. If there is only 1 row, as it is. So what is the formula for this? So this is nothing different. So moving average sum of sales minus 2 comma 0. Minus 2 means it is your start position and 0 is your end position. Means before your current row, 2 rows before and comes down. Suppose there is a requirement. You are going with the moving average. There is a requirement saying that moving average for 6 months you are to take. So then no problem. Moving, so the windows underscore average sum of sales comma minus 5 comma 0. It takes a current row and 5 rows before and divided by 6. If you have a requirement moving 12 months average, then window underscore average sum of says comma minus of 11 comma 0. It is moving 12 months average. Okay, but by default, if you say moving average, it is only 3 months. It is not 11, 12 months or 9 months or 6 months. So you should be very clear in that. So clear? So the quick table calculations, the first 7 we have seen with the formulas. So this you practice. So in tomorrow's class, the rest 4 and some other topics I will be having. Okay? So any questions?